Hello YouTube, JTKC Man Mental Legend, and we are back playing Hooked on You, a dating sim. So before we get started, let me say this. I've been having a difficult recording this episode. First time I recorded this, I got to let's say 20 minutes into the game, and I had to get off to go do something. None of my audio recorded. None of it. So, recorded a second time. In the middle of me playing, my volume just cut out randomly. Seems like my headphones are unplugged, so third time's the charm, right? With that being said, let's get into this. So if I'm not surprised about some things that are going on, like I said, 20-30 minutes into the game, so anywho, you should really make a move. Life is short. You could snuff out any time. Carpe diem, carpe diem, carpe narum. Go ahead, chat one of them up. So which killer caught your eye? Obviously we're gonna go with Thick Mommy. You head over to Huntress. After all, this whole sporty hangout thing was her idea. Might as well see how she's doing. You were really great out there. Where'd you learn to move like that? Whose moves? My moves? Those moves, they're nothing. Huntress blushes a bit beneath the mask. It's cute on cute, if you ask me. Sometimes you gotta look past the bloodstains. A lot of men run for their lives in my presence. You really learn a lot about human body capability in those types of scenarios. I love exercise in the way we're all running for our lives when we keep in shape. Guess I never thought of fitness that way. Maybe it's time to start. You never know who's coming for you. Through the brush as fast as they can, propelled forward by hunger, desperation, or just plain boredom. Doesn't seem like boredom is going to be your problem, surrounded by all these characters on this survival. On survival, on the other hand, you're going to need to compensate for the lack of killer instinct. What's your style? Imagination. I lack fitness, but I try to make up for it in imagination. I like to make up little games myself. My imagination is very vivid. I can imagine us two painting, sweating, our clothes torn. I'm with you, I like our clothes are torn. Our hands gripping the sheer face of a cliff rock wall as we climb. Can't do that, scared of heights. I would pass out. Not exactly where I was going, but sure. Up to a cavern entrance, a dark cave, slick with dew, shimmering in the moonlight. I'm back with you. A pack of wolves await us. Friend, enemy, dinner. We look into each other's eyes, then back at the wolves, and together we howl. Awoo! It sure sounds exciting. My blood is pumping just thinking about it. Come on, everyone. The fun and games can't be over already. I get it. Volleyball not ruthless enough? Let's look at us. We crave action, we crave excitement, we crave the thrill of the hunt. It's time to see if our friend has hunter's instinct. I saw you survey me like prey on volleyball court, ZK. Huntress waves a bloody axe in the air, and you step back nervously before you realize she's not waving it at you, she's handing it to you. Don't worry, I've got several of these. It's important to hone your skills, especially when you're in new places where threats may lurk around every corner. You need to make sure your biggest threat of all, just don't aim those things at me. You can't even see me. Minigame consists of two parts. Pointer, which rotates clockwise direction, and the bottom on target where you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden underneath until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target, and you'll lose. To achieve perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end area. Ready to play, or do you want me to repeat? So this is actually really, really fun, and I was really surprised that they added a little mini game. Ready? Away we go. Show them what you got. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, you missed completely. Let's fucking go. I'm impressed, a worthy opponent. I hit that all but once. It was right on that target. I am freaking awesome. I mean, I could have been better, but who's keeping score? I'm keeping score for record, and you got 8 points. You see, last time I got 7, so I outdid myself. Hatchet throwing? Cool, I guess. I like stabbing to be a bit more up close and personal. Somewhere, a loud horn blows and the survivors snap into action. Time's up! You heard him. Get to the next activity. Ah, it's this part. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. Oh, that was supposed to be my voice. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic baskets, picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This isn't some prestigious fancy epic like you'd find on a cabin. Dwight and Clark get usher you to a seat, but the seats are very limited direction around you. Oh great, terrific. It seems everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain people. To start, no one wants to sit next to Chopper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Yes, Trickster's here. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expertor? I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. My whole stick gets a little flustered. I don't even know what voice to get him, so I'm just gonna give him my voice. Hey there, you're looking good, CK. Real good. And we literally cannot let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big to fit at the table. Side by side. Well, yeah, because Mama's so freaking buff. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit on the opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Ugh, excuse me. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight, meal was properly slowly and carefully, with both love and hate, for 12 hours over a spit. We hope y'all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you don't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned, specifically, of a number of special herbs and spices we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you going to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat. So, like, technically true. Technically true is the best true. Enough yapping, let's eat. Hey ZK, think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on the spit, right? Several parts overlapping people perhaps. Haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiches between layers of meat. So, it's gonna be funny whenever y'all find out who was in the meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. We do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am. With my broad axe, it's a perfect tool for easy chopping anything in twine. First, who says twine? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, power, and clean. At least it's a clean when the meat is cooked, not blood. You two are ridiculous. Oh my god, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option, obs. The hell it is. I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hair if you'd like. Please, stop. Please, no, stop. Please, stop, please. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eyes. I can do it. I have the skull Reznov from Call of Duty? Great. Instead of slicing it, you can club it to seconds. Hey, ZK. I know this isn't what you want to eat, but you better hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. See? It's Felix. He came with the blight. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hypo. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours straight. I gave him the Trapper voice. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will all take longer cleaning their weapons, or explaining the values of their maintaining their tool. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're really terrified of tetanus. Hey, just why don't you let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We hate for it to get cold. We hate for it when it got cold. Here's a machete freshly sharpened. Mini game. Okay, so basically same mini game. Y'all get the point. Away we go. Away we go. Slice. How? How? Not bad. Not bad. There we go. Perfect. That could have been better. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they're eating, which involves lifting masks and shoving food behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's not the only one. She's the only one who really seems be embracing being dead. Oh my god. They're all dead, right? This is obviously her. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their mask. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could have been if they tried to just mash it through there. Hey, Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's one thing. Think about it, ZK. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to, I have no idea how it would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see my chopped up abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract context and Oh my god. Between food and the behavior of the group, this might be the most worst meal in history. But even worse, they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why you don't. Why don't you tell them? This is what I picked last time, and this is just the funniest thing to me. Whoa, have you ever seen a seagull that big? I haven't. This seagull is incredible. Anyways, what are we talking about? Lamest misdirect. Yeah, she's right, ZK. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Don't wash up on the island with no... Didn't you wash up on the island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yeah, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea when the last time you ate was. And you've been stranded standing in the sun. But the seagull, him ballin', but at what cost? Uh-oh, he made a lot of good points. Oh, I didn't get to read that. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. Okay, so I said the seagull, then it said you're lightheaded. It raved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. That or someone poisoned you. No wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator of the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. That's the only thing you must do there's only one thing you must do to survive and figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise, others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over have to fast forward backwards than where you are, am I right? I had no idea how to do that. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth, the ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. Gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality and early game storytelling. Oh, hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You made many choices now. Some I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make the choices that I like. And I passed out. You wake up to find the Huntress holding your limp body gingerly, pouring cold water into your mouth. God. Oh, yes. Oh, good. You're okay. Sometimes when I try to care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Yeah, pretty good at, killing people. On accident. And on purpose. Which is a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy, living person around. Usually, I'm just falling into some old routines of smashing everyone's head open with my hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy rather writhing in pain to see me from me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Wouldn't say it better myself. You. Yes, beautiful, but I was gonna narrate that, not, say it out loud in a single word, like some creep. Beautiful mask, your bunny mask. It's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but now you're awake and you're talking. Gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy shop, be a doctor. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can particularly see the memories flicking across her face, but she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. We are going to hold up and we are going to pause right here. Even though that mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much. You want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky, but a spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. Except, when on Morta's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry and you can chow down on some jerky sensationally, right? I'd love some. After a moment of chewing what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship? Dang, you're really going there. You do not play around, ZK. Her face is hilarious. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, ZK. There was this deer that looked at me provocatively in the clearing once, but that doesn't count. No. You hear a faint giggle bubble out from the Huntress behind the Huntress's mask. You're so cute, Huntress. No, it doesn't count. Whoa, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down and picks it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach longer, who is definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. She seems a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow, or show off some of your knowledge about advanced humaning? Show her a thing or two. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of jerky. You take the beret off her and collect a lock of Huntress's hair, clipping it to the back in an attractive swoop. Much better. Huntress is happy that you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches the clip in her hair with a shy smile. Just as things really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you. You quickly spin around, ready to defend whatever the new danger has popped into the strange island. Only to find out it's Gerard and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboard in a hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It is very important that we stick to itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute float points was not a part of the evening activities. That's strictly slotted for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is that, but that's scheduled comes after the floating. Go, go, go! I think I need some chapstick. Yeah, fine. Everyone has gathered at the fire pit. Gerard Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, we're not going to say who, so don't worry. You hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. What? Just one? But the story is my favorite activity. This narrates heavily experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? This never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I will merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embraced your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand this whole schedule thing. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule? Their whole moods have changed now that they figured out it was my fault. Damn it, Dawn. If you tried to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick that you'll drown in your own blood. Kathy, Fuss, and Mus are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. No one named any names. Who even knows names? Any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who knows anyone? Call me nobody. It literally changed the name to nobody. We still gotta start on study time, so ZKTG, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Obviously, we gotta pick her. I chose her before and she has a great story. I choose you, Huntress. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will we? For those who don't get it, it's the Pokemon, I choose you! Huntress steps up to tell a story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There's a village outside the deep and ominous redwoods. No child dares step foot past the thresh of thick trees and brush that separates safely from the unknown. Go men ventured into often, would never return, and sounds that echoed onto the village were something inhuman. The women of the town told stories to young children, hoping that it would be enough to dissuade them from curious exploration beyond the boundaries of village. They told of a creature that lurks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, hunting, beautiful, her voice the last relic of humanity. It lures all who hear it into her domain, and not precise children nor fierce soldiers can escape once they are in her clutch. Those who have seen her say she wears a mask, and her stained of blood. So many poor souls, the hatchet she wields has been brought down, brutally on their skulls. Many unsuspecting hunters. The nightmare doesn't end there, for what's a hungry beast to do in the fragile winter with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It's said that the Huntress, as the villagers called her, couldn't bring herself to kill the young girl she came across in the forest. Instead, they suffer an even worse fate. Oh, she's crying, longing for a child of her own. She bring them back to her secluded cabinet to keep them safe. She wrapped a tight cord around their necks to affix them to the wall. That way they'd be warm. That way they would be out of harm's way. The Huntress would even bring the girl presents, toys she pilfered from other bodies, masks she fashioned out of things from the cottage. The little girl made, and little dolls made out of grass and twigs, but these toys did nothing to quell the child's fear. Within days, the girl would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all her good intentions, the Huntress had never learned how to care for a human child. You see tears creep down from underneath the Huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you have ever heard fills the air. Singing. Sleep, my darling, in the tiny ones, tucked within your bed so tight, else the old grey wolf will come, grab you by your sides. There's a brief moment of silence. You feel the need to contribute to the stirring moment. Join singing. He'll snatch you between his teeth. If you're on bed's edge, you sleep. Wait, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep beneath the quaking trees. The hunters can't believe you know the song. You share the intimate glaze across the campfire, singing. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the little wood. Alright, we're back. So close your eyes and fall asleep. Count the woolly sheep. Tuck you so tightly, must keep, or he will come for you. The song ends when you both meet with silence around the campfire. I love that song, the Bayou Babishka, the old Soviet lullaby, right? It is the song my mother used to sing to me before bed every night. But I must go now. The memories, they are so much. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break, split up for the night, for a little bit, so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves you alone by the fire, and the only thing you hear is the ocean lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility lasts for all 7 seconds because the trickster shows up and plays his last song. Hey baby, you look lonely, mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from all these guppies all day, but want you to hear something from a big fish like me, something special. Those in charge on this island don't want you to hear them. I'm the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in this ocean of sardines. Blue ocean right here. I mean, not blue ocean. Blue lobster. No one can give you what I can. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves you in a bit of confusion about what to make of this cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself about just yet. Huntress approaches you. And guys, with that, we're gonna leave it right here. If you like this, please leave a like. And subscribe. It really helps me out. Lets me know that you're enjoying this. But with that being said, this is JHKZ, Man Myth the Legend, signing out.